Well, you guessed it. We're gonna have a little story. Aflahem, land of the night elves. And how about a chat, just you and me? No tricks, I swear. Do you truly expect me to believe that, Loki, coming from the likes of you? I do, actually. You should, more than anyone, appreciate the power of change. My lady, and the stubborn resistance some people can have to it. Asgard stands on the brink of civil war in the part because you hold that hammer. Asgard stands on the brink of civil war for one reason only: Odin. Believe me, I was driving old Father mad long before you ever canoodled your first thunderstorm. But that was the old Loki, a dashing fellow, to be sure. But alas, he got a bit bored, and I was picking the bones of those same withered sages. An all-new, all-different Thor deserves an all-new, all-different Loki. Hello, that's me. Thor and Loki, we all know how that story goes. Loki lies. Loki plays cruel, though admittedly clever tricks. Thor hits Loki repeatedly with a hammer. How many different versions of that same scuffle have we seen over the centuries? More than I can care to count. Yet, where did that cycle of lies and hammers ever lead us except to more Ragnaroks? I'm far more interested in sailing our collective narrative uncharted waters. You've already done that, haven't you? Whether you know it or not, will you change more than you just have words on that hammer's inscription? You've changed the lives of God. Impressive, considering I'm not entirely sure you even are one. But that hasn't stopped you from building your own mythology, has it? Lately I've been busy doing that as well. But now that I'm back, at last, ready to resume a time-honored role as the most important supporting player in the life of the mighty Thor, though without the lies this time, without the same old dirty tricks. Like you, I want to forge my own direction, to meld an old name with a startling new identity. To speak frankly, I want to be more than just the sum of all lies. I want to help you end this war. For once, I'd like to be Loki my mother can actually be proud of. What do you say, Thor? Does that sound like something we can? The first time I ever crossed paths with Loki, he brainwashed me and tried to feed me to a tiger in Central Park. In those days, he was always kidnapping me to use as a prop in his scheme against Thor. Ymir's frozen whiskers. He treated me as a plaything, never caring if I lived or died. If he knew it was Jane Foster who had the commands, the thunder, he'd know not to waste his wretched breath. This is one Thor who will never trust a Loki. Apparently, you're not that different from my brother after all. Always been much better at hitting people than listening to them. I thought you said no tricks. Yes, well, I've learned to be rather cautious when dealing with those of the thunderous persuasion. Shall we try this again? As I said, I only came here to Sorry, you'll have to speak up. Only came here to talk about how we can end this. I think my dung is on fire. That does hurt, you know. Just because it isn't magic doesn't mean that they're not a part of me. Take all the parts of you and leave this realm be. Your lies will not end the war of the elves. Ah, the parts of me, huh? I wonder if you even know what that means. I don't know who you are beneath that helmet, but I'd gather you haven't been playing this game for long. I have. For longer than the stars have been twinkling in the sky. I told you I don't want that fight. I'm trying to turn the other cheek here, as the mortals have found it saying. Though I would like to know just how many cheeks do you think it will take? You say that you don't want to fight, yet you bring an army? So be it. I brought one as well. Its name is Jolnirm. I said the name wrong. Psst, don't tell anyone. It appears we've transformed Thor into a surely wench, a splendid trick. If she's Thor, why are they not killing her? Or at least kidnapping someone she loves? We don't really do that sort of thing anymore. Speak for yourself. It's called character growth. We're growing older and wiser now. Also younger. Boring, I think is what you mean. Oh boy, are a pathetic excuse for Loki. You, boy. A bit of scruff on your chin cannot hide the fact that you have milk in your veins instead of blood and fire. If you won't even battle a Thor, then what? Always with the battling. I told you I'm sick to death of the same old... You're right. No need to keep fighting the same battle over and over, but you are forgetting there is one version of Thor versus Loki we've never seen before. If anyone's going to murder this pretty little Thor, I believe we can all agree it should be me. Gah! Maybe I was better off when I was being kidnapped. Oh, you're just riddled with secrets, aren't you? Like a rotten corpse infested with maggots. I'm going to enjoy carving them out of you one by one, and then watching them squirm and shrivel in the light of day. Oh, now this one knows what it means to be a Loki. Maybe we should have put her in charge. She's me! You're all me! You're all in my head! Not me. I'm dead, remember? Yes, all you, Loki, and the one thing we all agree on is that you're ashamed of who you've become. You talk about forging a new identity for yourself, but you're still playing the same sad little games within, aren't you? Only this time, the only person you're fooling is yourself. And you know what it really is you want. You're just too damn weak and frightened to. Right! You're right. Suddenly I'm really starting to hate myself too. Typical. While the women do all the work, the men stand around playing with themselves. I've noticed that that's been very true in my experience, but I'm looking forward to meeting some new men that prove me wrong. Oh, wait, that's the other girl that laughs like that. I'm going to laugh like that too now, you know? After I'm done with you, dear, perhaps I'll kill them too. You're insane. You don't even know what that word means, little girl, but don't worry. Mother Loki will teach you. You'll be teaching yourself to eat through a straw once I break all the bones in your face, you... What? Let me go! We all know how your story ends, Lady Thor. You're just keeping that Mjolnir warm for a bit, aren't you? Sooner or later, the Odysseus will come back to reclaim his hammer. Why don't you just cut to the chase and wrap this little cardigan up gracefully? If you want to go out like a real Thor, what better way at the hands of a Loki? Don't worry, I promise to make it slow and painful. You're not the real Loki. You're not the real Thor, so what's your point? I am sick of your trickery. I'm sick of your lightning. Perhaps that makes us even. Mjolnir